Hey, this is Mike, Kollin, and Kyle from Utah. We are back. This is your dating relationship expert, communication coach. There's some brand new discoveries that will open your mind, and that's what we're going to talk about. We're just going to talk about, Kyle's experience with my book. Number one, would you say not only did it open your mind, but did it completely flip you around?
It did. Yes, very much so.
Would you say it's similar to the other pickup artist books?
Completely different.
Yeah, it's not a pickup artist book. It's better, it's funner, it's more genuine, it's healthy, it's ethical. I want to go right there before we go into that right there. I think a lot of guys have a shock and surprise when they take my course. Like, wow, this is about love, communication, understanding, awareness, self-awareness, being in tune, understanding women. A huge part of it is understanding. Compassion is a huge part. Would you say that the course is shocking and surprising in that way? Like, you came in the door thinking it was going to be this, and you walked out like, whoa, this is like, I don't know if I would say different or more than what you thought.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it comes from love and understanding. So yeah, it's different than the pickup artist course in that aspect. They're always just slamming on women, or saying, oh,
Yeah.
we're gonna do this or do that to affect her and all that stuff. No. This is about actual love and understanding and compassion. So.
And the thing about it is, it's not about what you do to her. And that's a very weird concept for most people. Like, what do you mean? Because a lot of guys come to me like, well, how do I get the girl? What do I do to her to make her like me? I'm like, you don't do anything to her. What are you talking about? It's what you do to you. It's connecting with you. It's getting yourself to be emotionally grounded and down to earth. And she's going to want to talk to you of her own free will. It's kind of an interesting concept, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
So, talk about the notes, like what we were going to talk about is about the book.
Yeah, so
Excuse me.
basically it was a learning that I had. We were talking about how basically energy equals energy, or like, you get to have other people experience the same energy that you have. So specifically, you asked me a question about, haven't
Right.
you ever been with somebody or seen somebody that's like goes against something or some rule or something like that,
Right.
but everybody's okay with it for some reason?
Right, like they can get away with it and everyone's okay with it, but you're not. But when you do it, they get pissed off or something like that.
Yep, exactly.
So go ahead.
And the reason is because the reason they get away with it is because they themselves are okay with it.
Who's they? The crowd or the individual?
The individual himself is okay with it. When you asked me that question, I was like, holy cow. Yeah, kind of. Because something that blew my mind is, before I read your book,
right,
at work, I was the stereotypical, buy the book, this is the rule type of guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I did. I read your book, and it completely flipped my world upside down.
Right.
And I was like, whoa, what is this? And all of a sudden, I was just like, started throwing some rules out the window. Now I work in food production, and so,
Right.
even the tiniest little stupid rules like, you can't have gum, you can't have candy, that kind of stuff.
Right.
Like, that was me. I would go around and tell people that shit. and
like the hall monitor.
Yes, exactly. I was the stereotypical, hall monitor
Right.
guy. Anyway, after reading your book, like,
Mhm.
some of that shit just went completely out the window, and all of a sudden,
Right.
I was like, well, you guys can do what you want. I mean, you know the rules, but, whatever, kind of thing, And I was just totally, like, a lot more mellow, a lot more easygoing. And pretty soon, people are coming up to me like, hey, you want some gum? You want some chocolate? You want some candy?
And his job was to make sure they were doing that.
And I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
What do you got? Let me. So
I would say the book, and a lot of people like, I say, dude, that book is life-changing. You really need to buy that book. It will open your eyes, and you will be like, what the fuck is this? It's called Truth. And doesn't that shock you? The more you learn, like, wow, that's just common sense.
Mm-hmm.
People are looking at things in a backwards way or a wrong way, and they don't even know they're doing it. So I will tell people, I go, that I'm telling you, my book, Crack the Female Code, is life changing. And I don't mean that kind of, sort of. I've read, like, what, I've got about 400 books right here. I've read a lot of really cool books, you know, like Awaken the Giant Within and some other really cool, like, spiritual books that, well, that was cool. But my book, Crack the Female Code, is life changing, period. Everyone who reads the book, the whole book, people will call me from other countries, like, dude, what the fuck is this? You know, people will fly in. You know what? I don't know how to explain it. I think you explain it best with that story. I probably should just, I'm gonna leave it at that. It is an amazing book. It is decades of education, experience, and knowledge put into it, and it'll rip your eyelids off. Probably the best way to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you want to say?
Now we can see.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's awesome. Go to Mike Kollin, MikeKollin.com. Buy Crack the Female Code if you want to save money. On all my books, get the ultimate package. And women, we have a book for you called Why Men Just Don't Get It. And then the follow-up book, Every Woman's Battle, The Need for Love and Emotional Fulfillment. That will show you what is missing in relationships, especially when it comes to emotional fulfillment. That is going to relieve you of a lot of hurt and a lot of pain. Hey, remember, click subscribe, click like, make a comment, and I'll see you guys soon. Say goodbye.
See you guys.
Bye. And thank you. You know, I want to say thank you real quick to the subscribers, and it is always enjoyable when I get someone new on there, and I know I haven't mentioned it a lot, and I keep forgetting to say click subscribe. I know I'm supposed to say it, but I haven't. But I do want to say thank you guys. You guys have been awesome. I've had some really good questions, and to the lady about a month ago who made a comment when she found one of my older videos and said, that's why I feel lonely, even though I'm married and I live in the same house and sleep in the same bed. I'm not going to go with the story, but it helped her understand something, the difference between men and women. And this isn't being taught anywhere out there. Go to Mike Kollin, MikeKollin.com. And again, thank you guys very much.